god, you little minx!
Emmeline's visit with Viorica was briefer than I thought it would be. Now all of us are headed back to the palace. Rod has not uttered a word on our way back. I can tell this is making Emmeline agitated, as she continues to keep glancing at Rod expectantly. If you have something to say, say it. Emmeline stares at me. You obviously want to say something to Prince Rod. The only way to get your answers is to ask him directly. Rod does not turn around, as if he does not hear me. Emmeline clasps her hands and sighs. Well... I glance at Rod, who still persistently stares out the window, his eyes focused on nothing. He's pretending not to hear us. How immature. Rod, Viorica was sad that you weren't there today. She was certain you stayed outside to avoid seeing her. What is going on with you?
I'm not in the mood to answer your questions, Em.
Emmeline grips the edges of her dress, her expression becoming more rigid. You've been keeping secrets from us ever since you were cursed. We don't even know why you were cursed or how to help you break it. Oh, wait, the rest of the family doesn't know anything about the circumstances of Rod's curse? I thought he told them everything, but all they know is that he's cursed? We're a family! We're supposed to help each other through problems! Emmeline's hands are shaking as she gazes at her brother.
Em.
The carriage stops, and as soon as the servant opens the door, Emmeline quickly steps out and rushes back toward the palace. Rod watches her go quietly, though his eyebrows are furrowed and he looks guilty. I silently shake my head at him before running after Emmeline. Emmeline stands in the hallway with her hands to her chest. She breathes slowly in and out as if she's on the verge of tears. When she notices me behind her, she turns away and wipes her eyes with the back of her hand. I'm sorry for storming off like that. I was just very frustrated at Rod. I said something I shouldn't have said back there. If anyone finds out about this... They won't. Your secret is safe with me. Emmeline flashes me a grateful smile before looking at the sky.
Em!
One moment Rod is running down the hallway. The next he's stopped in front of us and is trying to catch his breath.
Em, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, Rod. But right now I would like to be alone.
Of course.
I'm sorry, Elyon, but could you leave me for now? She does not even wait for my answer before walking away, leaving me alone with Rod. You made her cry, Rod.
I am fully aware of that.
Why are you hiding your curse from your family?
You wouldn't understand. I am doing this to protect them.
Protect them? Rod silently shakes his head.
They wouldn't understand.
Those are the last ominous words Rod speaks before rushing off, leaving me alone in the hall. What happened to him? The hallways are silent at this time of night, as most everyone in the palace prepares for bed. I'm now on my way to our meeting place. Rod told me earlier to wait for him there. I thought he would make me go to the Martian by myself after what transpired with Emmeline, but I was wrong. Emmeline was so upset today. I've never seen her like this before. I turned my thoughts back to the Martian, and to what Walt said earlier. I wonder what Parfait wants to talk with us about. I feel my heart beating erratically against my chest. Why do I feel like something bad is going to happen? I realize I've been standing in the open for a while. Perhaps I should move. People might find my standing here suspicious. I start walking again, and I'm surprised when I feel a hand close around my wrist and pull me into the darkness. I open a mouth, but a hand muffles my scream. Ow!
Shh, 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 shh.
Rod! Rod's gaze is icy. He speaks quietly, but I can feel the anger simmering underneath his words.
What if someone saw you just standing there? If you even thought about how they might get suspicious?
His tone is so accusatory that for a moment I cannot find my voice. But then he is right. I should have been more careful. Sorry. Rod stares at me surprised. What?
I never thought I'd hear you apologize. Especially to me.
Oh, well, at least I know how to apologize, unlike you.
Ooh. And why would I ever have reason to apologize to you?
Because you've done nothing but treat me coldly, even when I've done nothing to personally attack you. Rod scowls at me but does not say anything. Instead, he sighs and takes my hand, pulling me after him. What?
Let's go before the guards see us.
I have no energy to argue with Rod, so I allow him to pull me along.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
What? He apologized to me?
Don't make me repeat myself. I can only do this with my back to you. I can't look at you and apologize, oh god.
Baka! I did not hear you clearly.
Elion, you little minx! If there's one thing I know about you, it's that you're not death.
Of course I'm not.
Shh, someone will hear you.
I glare at Rod, but he does not respond.
Oh, princess, your hand is really warm.
They're so doki doki!
I can't! He's too cute!
Rod freezes in
no!
place and glares at Sebi, who seems to be shrugging.
Oh my god! Oh, I've been slain! Oh, the dragon has come to my castle, and he has burnt me with tsundere.
Your thoughts are too loud, Rod.
Through the dim lights, I can actually see a faint blush on Rod's cheeks. You are blushing.
I am not.
He lets go of my hand and starts to walk towards the secret passage, with me trailing behind him. We look around to make sure no one's in sight before we both slip inside. I follow closely behind Rod in silence. My eyes move upward to the little bunny plush hanging on his shoulder.
Tease him! Tease him!
Sebi, I've been wondering. Have you ever talked with Rod's family as yourself? Rod suddenly stops and scowls over his shoulder at me. What? I'm asking Sebi, not you.
No, I don't, princess. Rod doesn't want me to talk with others since he thinks I might say something unnecessary, like everything I have said about his feelings about you.
Has it stopped you before?
So much for that. You still speak even when it is unnecessary.
In the dim lighting of the tunnel, I think I can see a faint pink in Rod's cheeks, but it's probably a trick of the strange lighting.
Elion, we just told him to his face that he was blushing.
Rod is right. Sebi has blurted out his thoughts more than a number of times. You're not doing a very good job. Sebi sighs.
How can I not when Rod is here thinking too loudly? It makes my head ache.
You get headaches.
That's not the point. The point is that when he thinks on something too long, his head becomes cloudy and really full, like it's going to explode. That's why I got to explain for him. He's not good at expressing his thoughts because he's a tsundere, so I...
Rod cuts Sebi
Rod,
off by
remember
pinching
that.
his cheeks.
Ow, 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 ow. Okay, I'll stop talking now.
Rod sighs and continues walking. Rod, have you spoken with Emmeline since that earlier incident?
No.
As much as I want to ask him again about his curse, I doubt he'll divulge anything right now. I decide to keep my thoughts to myself as we head for the Martian. When we arrive at the Martian, Parfait and Delora are there to welcome us. The others, however, are nowhere in sight.
It's been a while, Princess. Thank you for bringing her here safely, Prince Rod.
Where is everyone?
They're all resting in their rooms now. It wasn't necessary that they be here for Delora and I wanted to discuss with you.
I will be staying in the tavern then.
Rod is about to head for the tavern when Delora stops him. You don't have to leave. What we're going to say involves you too, since you're staying at the palace as well.
Oh no, it's about Mithros and stuff, isn't it?
Rod looks at her curiously but asks no questions. Parfait and Delora gesture us over to the settee, where we all take our seats. This is something Rod and I must know because we're in the palace? I have a bad feeling about this.
Before we start, I would like to congratulate you on your first good deed, Princess. Delora told me all about it, and I can see the extra piece on your necklace as well.
Parfait smiles at me, her eyes filled with pride. Her faith in me rekindles the dwindling confidence I had.
If only you'd seen how happy Delora was when she announced it to us.
Aww.
Aww. I love our moms.
You didn't have to go into specifics, Parfait.
Parfait and Delora are her moms.
Oh, are you embarrassed, Delora?
She smiles at Delora teasingly before turning back to me.
Anyway, I know you can do it, Princess. Only 2 more to go and you can break your curse.
Yeah, keep up the good work, Princess. And you too, Rod.
So, what is it you wanted to discuss with us?
I conducted a little investigation while I was with Elion in the palace, and I found out something important. Something important. I discovered that there is a witch in the palace.
Is it Mithros? Because he has the same
A
diamonds?
witch? In the palace? I felt a tinge of magic while I was there. It was faint, but definitely there. I don't remember feeling it when I was there as your doll before, Princess. It seems that the witch is using a glamour to hide himself or herself from us.
Oh, it's definitely
It's
Mithros.
gotta be Mithros, come on.
A glamour is a magic that's only very experienced witches can cast, which means the witch we are dealing with is no ordinary witch. They have the potential to be very powerful.
But what would a witch be doing in the palace in the first place? This witch could be after the king, but... But what? Parfait and Delora glance at each other, looking conflicted. It is Parfait who faces me first, her expression grave.
I am afraid there is other possibility we must make you aware of, Princess. And in order for us to explain it, we must give you the truth.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. That doesn't sound good.
Hey, we're more than halfway.
Oh boy.
The truth. My only answer is silence. I shift my gaze to Rod, but he avoids my eyes. What is going on? Princess, it is very likely that this witch in the palace is looking for you. What?
I cast a glamour on you a long time ago so you could remain hidden from magical eyes.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna help
I did.
against someone who has apparently known us for a while.
I did it to protect you, but this witch in question can see through the spell I've cast on you. It is my belief that they are actively looking for you.
I close my eyes and massage the temples of my head as I feel a headache coming on. Wait, but you said before that the witches want to see their curses unbroken, but this sounds as if they have another motive altogether. What reasons could they possibly have for trailing me?
Tenebrarum has been without a bearer for a long time, ever since the end of the war. A new bearer, however, will soon rise, and the crystal is ready to support them.
Oh my god.
Some of the witches, the wicked ones, want to make sure that the Tenebrarum continues to spread darkness, even with this new bearer in charge.
Okay, but what does this have to do with me? Delora crosses her arms, her expression grim. Oh, I feel like I know what she's gonna say.
Oh, our mom's a witch, isn't she?
The title of the bearer is passed down from one descendant to the next. Princess, the last Tenebrarum bearer was the late Queen of Angiel, your mother. I feel my blood go cold. What? As you are the Queen's daughter, you are the next heir. Come your 18th birthday, you will inherit the title of Tenebrarum bearer. Mother? A witch? Impossible! Why would you spout such lies? I narrow my eyes at them, searching for some hint that they're lying to me. Delora and Parfait never turn their sad eyes away from me. Rod glances at me briefly before turning away, looking uncomfortable.
Hildur, your mother and I used to work together to maintain balance, but then the witch hunt drove her mad and turned her heart to ice.
But she never used any magic. I would have known if she was a witch.
It's possible that you did in the past, but then it seems she erased all of your memories of her true identity. Delora was already able to ascertain that most of your memories had been snatched away. Hildur needed you to remain obedient, so that when you finally did inherit her role as the bearer, you would continue to do as she wanted.
That's why she abused us this whole time.
Oh, this is fucked up. Oh god.
That's why she made us think we can't trust anyone.
That's so fucked up.
My thoughts feel as if they're spinning endlessly on an axis. The real reason I cursed you was to see if you truly are capable of goodness, Princess. Hilder's influence clung to you even after her death, and we feared you would continue her previous work. That Angiel might once again fall to darkness if you were not able to help the dark emotions in your heart. So then you cursed me because you were terrified of what I would do if I became the bearer as I was. My only answer is silence. Now I understand why the people hated me. It was because I am my mother's daughter.
This is fucked up.
I cannot help but reach out to touch the pendants on my necklace, as a feeling of dread washes over me.
We know that there is goodness in you, Princess. We only wanted to help you realize it by breaking your curse.
Parfait sighs, looking guilty.
It was a selfish act on our part, I know. But we could not risk another great war.
They believed I would have plunged the world into a war? I turned to Rod, who has yet to speak since the conversation started. Did you know about all this?
Oh my god. Everyone knows the story of the Tenebrarum witch and her daughter.
Everyone except for me. I glanced down at my hands, suddenly feeling numb. I am a witch, and I will become the Tenebrarum's next bearer. Just the thought of it makes me sick. I think back to my childhood. I can still recall the glares that everyone gave me when I was a child. They were scared of me because I was my mother's daughter? What about the king? Did he never love me because I was the daughter of a witch?
This is so fucked
If
up!
that's the case, if my mother was so wicked, then why did the king marry her in the first place? Hilder threatened to kill the woman he loved if he did not marry her. She threatened to kill Ophelia. Ophelia. So the king has loved Ophelia from the very beginning. I clench my hands into tight fists. After Mother died, he was able to reunite with his true love. And since then, he's treated Emmeline and Rod better than he ever treated me. Even though I'm his daughter by blood.
This is so fucked up.
I want to feel angry about this revelation, but instead I feel a dreary emptiness inside of me. A heavy feeling begins to settle in my chest, suffocating my heart. He never really loved me.
Oh god, no! Don't, no, don't, no! No, 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 no! She's crying, no!
This is last case of emotion!
Oh god. He never loved her. Oh my god. That wasn't her fault, you fuck! She never loved her! He never loved her! She never asked for this! She didn't choose to be the daughter of... Oh my god. That's so fucked
And
up!
her mother's been grooming her for this the whole time.
This is so fucked up!
And all the lines were like, she was treating people badly, and she just, like, had no clue that it could have been another way.
God.
It, like, never occurred to her that she should ever treat anyone differently.
It's how she was taught, it's how she was developed.
She was locked in a room and only ever had contact with her mother, who was abusing her this whole time.
This fucking soundtrack, fuck you.
I don't like this.
I don't like this either. What the hell? That's so upsetting. She didn't ask to be this. Oh god. Oh god.
And the king never even tried to get to know her. Her entire life, she'd only ever had contact with her mother. The king never even tried.
A fucking bastard! I don't... Oh my god, this is not how I expected this to go.
What the fuck?
Honestly, I'll be honest, I would have been thinking for a while that her mom was a witch, but...
What made you
Not
think
like
that?
this! Not like this!
I thought that Mithros was a witch, but what made you think her mom was a witch?
Just something about how cold she was and how she, I don't know, the way that she kept manipulating her, it just, I don't know, it just screamed like witch mom to me. Like, I don't know, like, what is her fucking name? Mother Gospel or not, whatever
And
her
the
fucking
mother
name is from her podcast.
removed her memories. Probably removed any memory where anyone treated her with any semblance of kindness.
Elion, I'm so sorry I hated you in the beginning. I didn't know your story! I didn't know your life! You didn't know your life!
I mean, I didn't hate her, because you could tell in her lines that, like, she just had no clue that it would have been another way. Like, it didn't occur to her to treat anyone with kindness. It was not a thing that would have ever entered her mind.
Well, I guess maybe not hate, but, like, I was really irritated with her as our protagonist at first, because I was like, oh god, she's so stuck up, and
I was frustrated by it, because of course we know you can't treat people like that, but
ashamed of myself.
Every flashback they showed, it becomes clearer that it was just how she was basically trained.
No, trust me, like, I mean, I started feeling her a while ago, but I'm feeling guilt for, like, my very first impressions I ever had.
This is so fucked up. Let's keep going.
Elion.
Rod's voice snaps me out of my thoughts. And that's when I realized that a stray tear has made it down my cheek. I quickly wipe it away with the back of my hand, angry at myself for showing weakness in front of them. You must be happy to see me like this.
No, he's not. What?
Your mother was made queen, and you and your sister became royals overnight. It's like something out of a fairy tale, isn't it? You thought you had the perfect life until I came back into it.
I never asked for this to happen. I just wanted to.
Rod suddenly moves his hand to Sebi's mouth, muffling whatever words the plush was going to say for him. What is it you want to say, Rod?
It's nothing. I can assure you, however, that the power that comes with the crown has always been irrelevant to my family and I. So stop assuming that everyone around you is after your title or your riches. Did your time with my sister not teach you anything?
I'm about to angrily retort when I suddenly stop, my heart sinking. I've already recognized that Emmeline is more complex than I thought she was. And she also told me that she never wanted to be a princess.
My mother wouldn't have married the king if my father was still here.
Delora looks between the two of us and sighs. And here I thought your relationship had improved. Now it seems like it's back to square one.
Well, whose fault is that, Delora? I guess not yours.
Cross my arms and turn away annoyed. Did, like, no one just ever think to mention to us, hey, this is a thing in history that happened?
Apparently not, because they were afraid of her.
But she's just a kid!
I know she's just a kid! These people are horrible!
Do you have anything else to add, Parfait? If not, I'd like to return to the palace.
Princess! Stay vigilant and be careful about who you trust.
Okay, sure. Tell me that now after you've been hiding this the whole time. Trust.
You didn't tell me that before I went back to the fucking palace?
How do you know whom I trust? What makes you even think I trust you? The anger I was expecting earlier suddenly rises to the surface. For all I know, Parfait and Delora could be feeding me lies, playing with me the way Delora did when she first cursed me.
I don't expect you to believe what we've told you. Perhaps it was not yet the right time to reveal everything to you. No, the right time was in the beginning when you first fucking met me.
The right time would have been when she was still a child and her mother was gone.
Oh my god. But please, you need to be careful.
I stand up and look at them, my arms now hanging limply at my sides. How am I meant to trust anyone when all of you have been lying to me this entire time?
Elion.
If If you don't believe us, then try asking the king who Hildur truly is.
Bitch, I'm a lowly maid.
I never even thought about asking the king about Mother. Rod, you should watch your back too. It's possible that this witch in question could be plotting something against the royal family as well. They've been in the palace for a long time after all. She looks at me and then Rod, her expression somber. I won't be able to stay with you anymore. I had to pick up and leave a few days ago because I was certain he'd caught a trace of my magic. He probably already has.
I understand. Anyway, Elion is right to return to the palace now. Someone may notice your absence if you're gone much longer. You two should leave now.
Let us know if you notice anything unusual.
I will. We'll see you again soon, Princess. Remember, stay vigilant.
Rod and I leave the Martian in silence. Here in the secret tunnels, we are suffocated under even more silence. But still neither of us makes an effort to speak. I'm still stuck inside my own mind, sifting through my troubled thoughts. I cannot reconcile the fact that the wicked witch who led the witches during the war was my mother. I did not even realize how many people hated my mother until she had passed, and they spoke about how cruel a queen she was. I never understood why, since she had always been the perfect person in my eyes. I never connected my mother with the Tenebrarum bearer. But what Parfait and Delora just told me makes sense. Was I living a lie all those years? A lie that my mother crafted, so I remained cold and bitter even after she passed away. And Delora and Parfait say I'm meant to inherit the power of the Tenebrarum from my mother. I don't want that burden. I almost bump into Rod's back when he suddenly stops walking. He turns around and looks at me with a serious expression. I cannot help but feel judged beneath the weight of that gaze. If you're going to tell me that you never wanted me as your partner because my mother was a witch, then...
I wasn't going to say that.
What?
I won't lie. The first time I saw you, I thought you were like your mother. You were cold, harsh, and selfish. I never wanted to have anything to do with you. That was why I was so against this partnership, but... you've changed.
Rod's expression softens.
As you and Em have grown closer, I have seen that you are not like your mother. She speaks fondly of you, and I can tell she really enjoys your company. That's why, even if I do not have plans to break my curse, I will still do what I can to help you break yours. It's the least I can do, as your partner.
I stare at Rod in shock. This is the first time he's ever been so nice to me.
Why are you staring at me like that? I'm only doing this because you're important to my sister, Baka.
Rod turns away, his face beat red.
Liar.
Rod reaches up to pinch Sebby's face.
Ow.
They're both good!
Oh no! We have to say he's coming. Compliment him?
I guess?
Who would have thought you were actually capable of being nice?
What? Was that supposed to be a compliment?
Yes, you're always so grumpy. I don't think I've seen a genuine smile on your face before.
I can say the same for you.
Birds of a feather flock together, then.
I love them. I don't fucking care what this game says. This is true, Fruit. Fuck you both. The students stick together, and they will be happy.
Rod stares at me dumbfounded. I cannot help but smile a little at his expression. Do you really dislike the fact that we're so similar? Rod is still staring at me wide-eyed.
You just smiled.
Wait, what? I did? When? Wait,
When?
Go back.
Backing up.
When did this happen? Oh, Rod stares at me dumbfounded. I cannot help but smile a little at his expression.
Oh, I did not even...
I was like, I didn't even register that as I said it. I did not.
Rod thinks your smile is pretty.
I do not.
You two really are the same.
I take a deep breath to calm the erratic beating of my heart. Anyway, I still want to help you with your curse, Rod. Why do you refuse to break it? Rod stares down at his feet, expression melancholy.
I cannot.
Rod stops and shakes his head. He says nothing else, and I do not probe him anymore, especially not after seeing the distant look on his face. We walk through the corridor and back to our rooms after we say our goodbyes. I wonder what Rod was going to say.
No.
Mother, look! Eleanor got me this gift!
Eleanor.
She's my maid and my friend.
Princesses don't make friends with their servants.
But she's really nice. She even taught me how to braid my hair, like...
Those servants are only nice to you because you are the princess. They only pretend to be your friends so they can have power over you.
But Eleanor would never.
What reason do I have to lie to you? When have I ever lied to you, little one?
You have never lied to me.
That is correct. Tomorrow I will remedy this situation. I will hire a new maid. You are not to befriend this one, no matter what she says.
But Mother...
Are you arguing with me, Elion?
No, I'm sorry, Mother.